Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Star Trek Discovery Season 2. So, as always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start off the furry, it's a Star Trek show. Not going to talk about the furry much because there's so many different alien species and creatures and whatnot that to talk about them would kind of be spoilery for the individual episodes. So, moving on to the good and bad. I liked this season way more than season 1 the first time around. But this time around, I did notice a lot more flaws and inconsistencies. And I also was able to watch season 1 all in a row as opposed to like the weekly bullshit last time. So the gap is not as big between season 1 and season 2. Mostly because this one has like gotten a little bit worse now that I've rewatched it, and season 1 has gotten so much better than the first time I watched it. So just want to throw that out there because like one of the things that bugged me is that there were signals, but then they never got to where those signals were. But then there was like new ones, and it was a little confusing about like, are we going to those 7 signals, but not? It was a little unclear. And then I'm not going to talk about exactly what happened in the last episode, but what I will say is that the entire last episode and a half-ish, like, is just so dumb. It is absolutely phenomenal looking. I loved the action that occurred in it in terms of visual appeal and being able to be consistent with where things were or going and how the characters and what the characters were doing. Like, all of that was phenomenal. But the actual plot points and the why of it happening and what the result of it was is just stupid. It's stupid. And I'm going to put it along the same lines of stupid as... Actually, I'm not going to put it along the same lines of stupid as Star Trek Picard, the last season, where they were just bending over backwards to get all the cast together. I was able to let a lot of that slide for the nostalgia factor. With this one, the dumb things that were happening, and I get what the goal of the thing was, but that doesn't excuse the like weird inconsistent writing from like episode 1, and then the things happen all the way, and then last you're like, there is some gaps of things to make this make sense, especially during this last episode. But anywho, overall, I still did really enjoy it. I have to give props to the CGI artists out there because, oh my gosh, this has cinema quality exterior shots throughout so many episodes. Like, there was not any moment of any CGI being on screen whatsoever that I wasn't just like, damn, that is fucking beautiful. So it is amazing when they integrate like real live action people with the CGI, and then when they don't, like all the just pure exterior, pure CGI shots are just all so phenomenal. Really, really like it. I also am really glad that they introduced Captain Pike this season. I get that it was a little awkward between him and Saru, but I think that they did a good job of acknowledging the awkwardness because it was clear to me, especially in this rewatch, that this season was setting up Star Trek Strange New Worlds to occur, as well as Star Trek Section 31. Now, Strange New Worlds is still an ongoing show, and it's so amazing, and I'm so happy, and I hope that it goes for 7 seasons, and no longer, maybe season 8, I don't know, I don't want it to do the, like, Supernatural thing, or the, like, many American show things, where it just kind of... and then gets canceled. I wanted to end on a high note. But I am a little annoyed that we still don't have the Section 31 show. I've heard rumor that they're going to make like a movie or a like 2-part movie or like a mini-series or something. I don't know, but the point is that this has an amazing setup for a Section 31 show. And we still don't have that show. And probably never will at this point. Like, it's such a waste. It's sort of like how there was this whole Maquis plot line in Star Trek Deep Space Nine in order to set up the Maquis for Voyager. And then, like, episode 1 of Voyager, the Maquis are in Starfleet uniform. They're just like, well, why the fuck do we have all this set up then? So, sort of the same thing with season 2 of Discovery. It's like, why the fuck do we have all this Section 31 set up if we still don't have that show? But it was still good overall. Like, I would say that the having this season be a launching point for Strange New Worlds and for a still not happening yet Section 31 show did not bog it down or complicate it or make it worse for having to include those. Unlike Avengers Age of Ultron, where that was just so bogged down with setting up future movies that it hurt the movie. Whereas this, I think that all of these characters, all of these things that were getting added in, I think all of that made this season better. So definitely give this season a watch. I think it is well worth it. And what I would say is check out season 1 just all in a row. Don't watch like individual episodes because you'll get annoyed. But all of season 1, and then check out season 2 because we get introduced to Pike in this season. And you don't have to watch this season in order to appreciate Strange New Worlds, but I feel like you should get as much Pike as you can because Pike is awesome. So check out this season and then go direct into Strange New Worlds. So that would be my advice. This is really a show that's gotten so much better. Yeah, there are some inconsistencies, but I think that it really leaves season 3 in a good spot. So that's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.